at this event. New Zealand in third position on the standings coming into this event, but they are defending champions and they are on a 5-game winning streak against France in all competitions. And here are the starting lineups. Pauline Riva, the France captain. Look at the tall figures of Rebadge, Zaydar and Jonathan Logel to get their offload game going. New Zealand have gone with experience. Sam Dixon, Molia, Webber and Ware, as well as Dylan Collier, all seasoned campaigners on the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series. The rain has been falling here at Waikato Stadium in Hamilton. That is a variable in Rugby Sevens. It does change up the game slightly. And the other variable here, Carlton Arna, who's joined me on commentary ahead of this one. New Zealand played in the fourth quarter final. That was organised by the tournament schedulers to give them that last game of those quarterfinal knockouts. What it means, though, is they've only had 2 hours rest between that game and this game. France, however, have had 3 hours to put the feet up.
Yeah, it really was a factor, isn't it? It's what comes down to all that extreme training you've done over the course of the Christmas period. They won't care, they won't be scared, that's for sure, but they won't know that this French team really is a threat.
New Zealand in black, France in blue. Sam Dixon, the New Zealand captain, there's their record so far. 4 straight wins. That narrow win against Ireland in the quarterfinal has got them to this stage. France, just the one defeat, that was their opening game to Fiji. Since then recovered, knocked out Samoa out of their pool, survived against Kenya, and then a really big performance against South Africa in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, one thing you really see on that graphic is the French do leak a few points, whereas New Zealand's defence has been very, very good. And the French actually haven't scored against New Zealand this season.
New Zealand looking to reach a 13th Cup final at their home events here. 10-time champions. It is a repeat this of the last Cup final we saw here in Hamilton a couple of years ago. It's great to be back, and we've got a cracker for you to get the Final Four going in the men's competition. Stefan Perez gets us underway, sends it high. Regan Ware's underneath it, and it's into the hands of Molia for New Zealand. Gives it to Carter. He went to the blunt, but in the quarterfinal, the tape around the head, and he will score for New Zealand inside 15 seconds of this Cup semi-final. Hear the noise.
We couldn't ask for a better start from the All Black Sevens. The restart was brilliantly taken by New Zealand. Sione Molia was really flowing under the radar in the course of this tournament. It's now stepping up when he needs the most. Carter, the determination on the face, says it all.
His first try of the tournament, what a time to do it. Born and raised in Tauranga, not far from the base of the New Zealand 7 setup, and the extra 2 from Roka Lesoa. So Carter, 149th all-time Cup semi-final for New Zealand. 13-time series champions, of course. Third on the series standings at the moment, though. France 5th. That's gone off the hand. It looked like Logel into Grand Didier, but a high arm from Molia, and France will get the penalty.
Yeah, try to wrap up the board with Sione Molia, just had a touch too high. You can see the French now just setting up play. Logel, he's been in some good form just in the middle of the field, and jersey number 1 for France.
Yeah, 2 tries for Jonathan Logel, the veteran in the semi-final, in the quarter-final. He's been outstanding. He gets cut out, though. Perez to Varian Pasquet, one of these tall figures in this France 7 side, but he's been well and truly mugged by Dylan Collier and Regan Ware on the far side. France hold on to possession, though. Pasquet did well, the Stade Francais man. Riva. Pauline Riva missed a couple of tournaments with injury, and the ball's gone forward on the floor. That defence, and a round of applause rings around Waikato Stadium. They appreciated that from Carter.
Yeah, it was Sione Molia who made the hit. It was a great read for him. Once that ball was thrown by the French attack, it gave Sione Molia time to come and shut that space down and cause that knock on. Normally plays in the backs, but now made the move into the forwards. Watch me, there's the ball in the air. Reba exposes his ribs, a skipper. And Molia with that chop tackle. With Weber, there's the knock on. Great defence.
Yeah, great work, Sione. Molia in his 41st Sevens World Series events. Former captain of his side as well. Carter, the first receiver. Here's Joe Weber. He's got Regan Ware to his left. Regan Ware, he's the wheels on the outside for New Zealand. Gets through a tackle. Regan Ware, number 64. Under the post for New Zealand. Oh, they're feeling it at home.
Well, it was the two men celebrating their 50th World Seven Series tournament. Joey Weber straightens up, uses his strength. The timing of the pass is fantastic. And then Regan Ware goes to work. That left foot step is absolutely legendary. Sit down, Paul Reba, and stand up, Regan Ware. He gets New Zealand's second.
Yeah, the 6 and the 4. Birthdates of his children. What a shot that is. This great campaign of the New Zealand Rugby Sevens has their second score. Extra 2 from right in front. So up to 12 New Zealand. Great starts. There they are, friends and family of Weber and Ware. Celebrating their 50th all-time tournament in the New Zealand Sevens shirt. They've started every game this weekend. Doesn't quite go to 10, but France do contest through Zaydar. They will, however, come back for the free kick on the centre spot. Didn't touch the ball, Zaydar.
Didn't go 10, I don't think. So that's why we're coming back to the free kick for France midfield. No need to rush from them. No need to get too much in a panic.
They were excellent against South Africa in their quarter-final. They really did bring their best stuff. And this man, Perez, was the playmaker in midfield. Jonathan Logel sets up the breakdown. Rebage from Toulon, his big brother, is a second rower for Toulon in the top 14. There is a scrum half again, just limping a little bit. There's Rebage. Logel is just going to take this into contact. Sam Dixon, though, sees an opportunity to steal the prize off France, and he does so. He's going to go quickly. The skipper came up with a turnover at the line-out to seal the deal in the quarter-final. Rokolisoa, Collier, Carter. Just buys himself a bit of time. Leroy Carter will slide in for number 2. Oh, they all stood still, but Leroy didn't.
Well, he's one of these players. As you see, the video game moves from Rokolisoa, but Leroy Carter is one of these players that, yeah, he's not a superstar, he's a role player, but he knows his role and he does it well. All that hard gruff, all that stuff in the middle, normally has to patrol that part of the field. There's so much work to be done in that space, and he does it well.
New Zealand under-20s. Chief Super Rugby trainee. Knows this part of the country very well indeed, and what a contribution he's made in this semi-final. 21-0. New Zealand lead France. We've still got a minute to go. First half.
And that whole sequence of play came because Sam Dixon, reading that situation at the breakdown, came through and got the turnover.
Rokolisoa will go short once again in the direction of Dylan Collier. Zaydar climbs high, but there's Dixon again. Little knock on the floor, though. So France will finally get some more possession. They've hardly had any of it. Dixon doesn't like the call.
Yeah, I think the Joe Weber fan club over the far side there's letting the referee know. But it was right. I think it was correct. Sammy Dixon just put out the left hand and went forward a little bit from that restart.
Ruben King from Australia, the official, he won't be put off by that.
Crouch! Time off, please. One for him. No, you don't. Fairly, please. Thank you.
Just correcting the binding here.
Crouch!
New Zealand scrum, as Perez will feed it. Seconds almost out in this first half. New Zealand 3 converted tries to the good. Ball's gone forward again off Perez. Nothing going France's way. Clock's in the red, and that should see us to the break. It will. And what an opening 7 minutes it has been for New Zealand. They will go to huddles, feeling very good about this one indeed. They're 7 minutes away from another home cup final. 21-0, they lead France.
On va être plongé là, au duel. On va être gagnant, on va couler plus. Allez, fais le bordel. Ils jouent que sur le tournoi. We need individuals, keep working in the team. Just like we're doing. Stay calm. Just keep in it, keep pouring.
Detail wins us this game. So the effort's there. Keep that there. Just keep seeing the cues. Wide run. Okay, if we go wild, we get the reward at their truck. We meet them at the truck just like we've done. We get them off that line on the inside and we meet them at the truck. Attack, look for those short sides. The rest of them we just play exactly how it's been.
We got the win, it's week leader, so
Hey,
they bring it up.
first half dead when you second half. We know that. Start the same. Start again. Let's get on it.
Great to get up close and personal with both these teams. Clark Laidlaw with the final words for New Zealand. He wants the intensity to stay there. That's been excellent. It's in their hands. 21-0 lead with 7 minutes to go.
Well, it's all important first score, isn't it? France score first, they'll get a lot of confidence in the right back in this Cup semi-final. Coach Laidlaw knows it well. If New Zealand score first, and it's probably a bridge too far to France to get back, and then they can control the pace of this game.
Cup semi-final number 1. Coming up next, Argentina against the USA. But New Zealand have had a brilliant first half. They lead France. 3 converted tries to the good, and they're going to go long off the restart from Rocco Lissoa. Here's Zayda. Under pressure immediately, and look at Dixon. The work rate just continues from the New Zealand captain. Barry and Pascal. Under the attentions of Carter again, but he a little high in his contact, so France come away. Here's Rebage. He's had a really good tournament. There's Rayan Rebage from Toulon on the Côte d'Azur of France. Here's Zayda from the Castres club in the southwest, but New Zealand have stolen the ball away. And Carter has it again. He's on a hat-trick, Leroy Carter. Dishes it inside to Cullen. Webber coming around the corner at pace. Rocco Lissoa. That should do it. It's a long way back for France now. Drop the mic, Aquila Rocco Lissoa.
Sammy Dixon goes to work again. Another turnover for the skipper. Brilliant work at the breakdown, creates opportunity. Rocco Lissoa comes from the open side down the blind. Oh man, and he is bringing the heat today. Aquila Rocco Lissoa.
Timing is everything. And he hit that at speed, right on the money, and Webber started celebrating as soon as he had the ball.
The upshot of the score now at 26 points to 0. City conversion. Clark Laidlaw can start rolling some subs now and give the guys more opportunity, potentially looking forward to the cup final.
Yeah, Roderick Solo's out there at 44. Also, Shea Clark, the teenager. How's the hit from Joe Webber, having come up with a try assist for Rocco Lissoa. He gets the shoulder into action. Rebage. Inside ball, Thomas Carroll, Riva. France have been shell-shocked here. They lost the cup final to New Zealand. 27-5 back in 2020 here on this field, and it looks like it's going to be a similar scoreline here, and that just sums it up for New Zealand. Oh yeah, Shea Clark's feeling the energy as well.
And Rocco Lissoa, one of the smallest players on New Zealand team, playing at sweeper. Fantastic work for the try scorer.
Time is off.
Watch this shoulder contact. Joey Webber, not for the first time, lowers and gets under the rib. Technique, fantastic. Rocco Lissoa again, hits on the ball and gets some help through from Shea Clark.
Come in now and I'll call time on.
Well, it's pretty much exactly on 3 a.m.
Time
in
on.
Paris. So if you have joined us, bonjour or bonsoir, I should say. Your team's under pressure here But 26-0 down with a long time to go. They're going to get another penalty here, New Zealand.
Yeah, I think it was just a late tackle by Jonathan Loziel.
Late tackle.
Incredible defence for New Zealand this tournament so far, K2. They've only conceded 6 tries. Kept France scoreless so far in this one.
Yeah, and that's their staple. That's what they lead on. If the attack's not working well, they know teams
Time, please.
are going to work hard to score against them, so that's something they can always rely on. And the attack will come as they go through the tournament.
Amanaki Nicole out there at number 9.
Time on.
Shay Clark could be the target here, but there's 3 tall figures. Mollier at the front, Clark in the middle. Nicole behind him, it will be Shay Clark. King's College in Auckland. Is Mugabe Black to Regan Ware to Roderick Solo. Previous 9 games that he scored a try for New Zealand, they won all of them. It's just not France's day in the semi-final. It's just, sometimes it happens like this.
Yeah. They powered into their counter-ruck too. Did France are very, very unlucky not to get the turnover, but you're right.
Boys, come up to me,
They
please.
just haven't had any possession, and now they're struggling to get their flow on in the game. Had to make a lot of tackles.
Crouch. Bind.
8 missed tackles for France so far in this game.
Time off,
4
please.
tries for New Zealand.
Stay down.
Yeah,
You okay?
next tackles at this
Let him bind.
time
Stay
of the
down.
tournament. Way
Come on,
too
please.
many. Especially
Crouch.
against a team like New Zealand in this type of form.
Talked
Bind.
about New Zealand having a tight turnaround and exactly 2
Sit.
hours ahead of this game, but if anything, it's New Zealand have looked the fresher side. Brady Rush, who scored the winner in the quarter-final, has been upended by Pauline Reaver. Iraguha. A little
Attack,
replacement on the field from Paris. But look at the counter-ruck from New Zealand. They're piling in here to win possession back, and they've got the penalty. Laborde, the big burly Frenchman with a bit of afters. Just got to keep their composure here, New Zealand. Don't want to get anybody in trouble with a cup final later today.
Yeah, a bit of frustration. I saw Laporte, he actually took out a player, New Zealand player, previous to Amanaki Nicole.
Okay, thank you.
Coming and trying to make a menace of himself.
Thumbs up, please.
Here he goes here. But
Boys,
before
can I
this,
just
there
have
was
you
an
stay here,
instance where he
please?
took another New Zealand
on.
player out. I think it was Mugabe
Yeah,
Black.
that's all right. I'm going to go to HFS. Just back for me, please. I'm going to go here first, text.
See here, just see it at the top of the screen. Laporte taking out one play. Mugabe Black, he gets him here. And then he comes for the third time on Amanaki Nicole.
40, played the man off the ball, and then a ruck, and then he drove from the side.
Correct.
So it was twice.
Yeah, I'm going to go yellow card against
Laborde
41.
from
Okay.
Perpignan.
I've also got 6 coming in late
We're in a bit of
and
trouble
instigating
here.
it, so I'm also going to yellow card him. Do you have anything to add to that, Tavita?
This might be double trouble for the French.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've got him for. Okay, stay back for me, please. 40. Boys, just back for me. Dangerous tackle.
Tauran
You've then
Laborde will head to
come
the
in
sin bin
after
for 2
that,
minutes.
Okay, and instigated more by tackling a player without the ball. You're also
And
going
his
to go.
captain will follow him to the naughty
I
seat.
haven't seen it.
France down 26-0 and down to 5.
What do you like to do? Scrum call.
And New Zealand will set a scrum.
Yeah, well, you have to, don't you? There's only one defender for France. You can see him at the back there, so it's going to be tough work. Mugabe Black's going to be first receiver directly behind the scrum, but they've got to win the scrum first, New Zealand.
Crouch.
There you go, look at all that space. France with a scrum half and then one back.
Bind. Set.
I'm not sure New Zealand practice against 5 players all that often. Very often 7 on 6 at training, but Mugabe Black here. He'll just take his time. No need for New Zealand to force the issue. This one well in control. Nicole. Brady Rush. Great thrill for him to score that winning try in the quarter-final earlier today. Shay Clark, the teenager. Roderick Solo, another young player, decides to put it on the toe, and Solo will do it all himself.
Patience is always the key, and they showed it there. This All Black Sevens outfit, wide to wide to wide, and give it to this guy, big time talent, Roderick Solo. Normally in that situation when you've got a two-man advantage, no way you kick the ball, but I like the confidence of the young man. Seeing the space, executing under pressure, fantastic, Solon.
He's got this amazing record. That's 10 straight games now where he scored a try for New Zealand. They've won all of them. When he scores a try, start him. He's the lucky charm. Roderick Solo. Still over 30 seconds left on the sin bin. 31-0. New Zealand leading France. They're on the way to the Cup final. They will have a chance to defend their New Zealand Sevens title here in Hamilton. Argentina and the USA coming up next. Solo wants another one. Flicks it to Rush. Logel still flying into everything. The French veteran, the McGarvey Black. He's just got huge numbers to his left. How can they not score a try?
Backwards.
Rocker Lesoa as his second, and that's 6 of the best for New Zealand. And they can take their time here, all smiles, and look forward to the big show tonight.
Yeah, I think Sonny Molia thought he was going to get pulled up here for a knock-on. He goes, oh no. And then the referee, to be fair, Ruben Keane asked his assistant judges, asked the TMO, was it a knock-on? He got the okie-dokie, so winner, New Zealand chicken dinner.
They would have got a bit of grief if they hadn't finished off that try. I think it was 7-5 and France out on their feet. Just to add insult to injury, McGarvey Black with another couple of points. And New Zealand will go for gold at home. They will have a chance to defend their New Zealand Sevens title. They have dispatched France here in the semi by 38 points to 0.